Good day, my name is Panagiotis Chrysostomidis and we welcome you to our AlumilCAL Tips and Tricks webinars. The webinars are organized by Alumil Academy in cooperation with the AlumilCAL department of Alumil. In the last episode, we covered project estimation in AlumilCAL. Today, we will conclude our presentation of project estimation. Behind the scenes, colleagues Vasilis Kerestegis and Christos Karanikolas are ready to answer your questions. During the presentation, you can ask your questions by clicking at the Q&A questions and answers icon at the bottom of the screen. You can then type your question in the window that opens up. Okay, so let us continue with estimating our project in AlumilCAL. Here we are inside our project. We have two constructions. We will create an estimation report, but before we do that, we would like to show you that here at project estimation data, I have inserted this profit on material. When we have created our estimation report, we will see where this percentage appears. Estimation is a very detailed report and it is giving us the cost factors for our constructions. It is giving us the cost factors for every construction separately, but also as a summary at the end of the report. So here we are at the sliding system. Let's move further down a bit. We find this table here, which is called discount group. Here at this table, we can see how much each discount group costs for our construction. A bit further down, we will see our profit on material, where what I had entered earlier. And here, we will see the total position area. We can also see how much our constructions cost per square meter. This is our opening construction. We see the same information here, and at the end we see all discount groups together. Now, one issue that we may come up is that we do not know where to insert a specific discount that we have received from our supplier. How do we know to which discount group to associate this discount? There is an easy way to do that. We click here on a construction, and here at the bottom of the screen we see all the articles that are used in our construction. If I right click at this one and choose article information, I can see to which discount group this article belongs. So if I have entered the discount at the wrong discount group, I can go back and change that. Another possibility that we're going to see now is the possibility to enter special prices. This possibility, however, we should use it very carefully, because the special prices that we enter, they stay there even after we have updated our database with the new prices. For this reason, it is always better to insert special prices at the project estimation data and not at the global estimation data. Let's go now to the project estimation data and click here to enter special prices. We right click and choose our supplier, and now we choose our article. It is this one. Choose it without color. Okay, here we have the options to enter a discount or to enter a net price. So now for this project, only for this project, this article is going to be priced like this. Let us move on now to another interesting topic, the topic of available bar lengths. It is possible that some profiles are delivered at different lengths. To see the available bar lengths for our construction, we can click here. Here we see that this profile is available at these two different lengths. These are the lengths that will be used in our construction. If we want to use only one of these lengths, we can double click and deselect one. It is important to remember that although here both lengths are selected, AlumilCAL will perform the cut optimization with only one of these lengths, with the length that provides the best optimization. If we want to force AlumilCAL to use both these lengths during cut optimization, we can do it here. Selecting this option can give us better optimization maybe, but we must remember that we will also have to order two articles. The next topic that concerns lengths is the special lengths. If we have constructions that we feel that are better constructed using special lengths and not the standard lengths that are delivered by Alumil, we can set special lengths here, this option. Here we see all the profiles that are used in our construction. We choose one. And here, the window that opens up, we see the different options that we have concerning the special lengths. The first option here, we can enter the special lengths that we want. Let's say that we want this length and this length. Okay, so now we have two different special lengths entered. AlumilCAL is going to use only one of these during cut optimization. Let's now delete these and see how we can enter lengths using areas. Here we choose the minimum special length that we want and the maximum, and of course the increment in between. So there you have it, three different special lengths. This second option gives us the opportunity to enter only one special length. This third option allows us to direct AlumilCAL to cut specific profile lengths from specific bars. If we right click, choose new, we can say that we want profiles that are between these lengths to be cut from this special length, from this bar. In this way, we are directly influencing AlumilCAL's cut optimization. This is a very useful option that we have. If now we are constructing our constructions and we see that we have some residual lengths in our stock, we can use them in our constructions. We click here at the residual lengths, new, and here we see again a list of all the available bar lengths, of all the available profiles that are used in our constructions. If we choose this one, this profile here, we can enter that we have two pieces of 4 meters length. You can see here that this residual length has appeared, and we will see when we perform our cut optimization how our choice to use a residual length has affected it. We will use only selected profiles. Okay, this one is good. So let's go. So as soon as this report has been created, we will see that AlumilCAL is using the standard lengths, as we can see here at the top, 9 pieces of this standard length, but also it is using these residual lengths that we had entered a few moments ago. The same logic applies also to residual quantities, and these concern mechanisms, hardware, accessories, etc., etc. The final topic that we will see today concerns alternative articles. To get an idea of what an alternative article is, we will prepare a stock list of this construction, and we will focus on one article. This article is going to be the S.A rod. This S.A rod that we are going to use now is the standard one. Okay, we see here we're using this rod. Okay, let's remember that. And now we can go to project estimation data. Here click alternative articles. Here we see the options that we have to use alternative articles. Let's choose this one. And then again perform our stock list and see what has changed. We will see when the report is ready that this S.A rod that we used before will not be available. Instead, a different rod will appear on the list. Okay, so you see here we do not see the rod that we had used before, and here we see that instead of that one we are using a polyamide connection rod. This alternative article is one that is already built into AlumilCAL. If we want, we can create our own alternative articles, and here's how to do that. We go to user database, article substitution, and alternative article. We choose our supplier. Here we see all the alternative articles that are already built into AlumilCAL. We right click, we select new, and we choose the article that we want to substitute. It is this one. Okay, we will give it a name. We will give our substitution a name now. And we want it to be active even from one base. Here, right click on new, and we choose the new article. It's going to be this one. Okay, this is enough. We have now created a new alternative article. Click close, and now if we go to project estimation data and we click here, we see also this substitution that we have created just a few moments ago. This is ready now to be used in our project. At this point our presentation is over. However, we will stay until we have answered your questions. This presentation has been recorded and a mail with a link will be sent to you where you can watch this recording and register for upcoming events. We are looking forward to having you at our next webinar titled Labor Hours in AlumilCAL. Have a nice day.